New details in the case of Luigi Mangione, the man charged in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
Court documents reveal what was inside the backpack Mangione allegedly carried when police arrested him back in December. And here with the latest details on this story and more on the case is ABC Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky. Aaron, good to see you and thanks for being with us. So what was in the bag and what could these items mean for the case?
This was the black backpack that police say Mangione was found with in Altoona, Pennsylvania. And inside, prosecutors have cataloged the items. They found a gun, a silencer, ammunition. They found a knife. They also found items that were personal. Tweezers, a toothbrush, jacket, 8 pairs of socks, boxer shorts. Taken together, these are the kinds of items that investigators say suggest maybe Luigi Mangione intended to stay on the run.
The defense is saying they want to see more evidence. What is left out at this point?
There are some civilian witnesses that testified before the grand jury that the defense says they just haven't had access to. They don't know what was said. Prosecutors say they're just a small fraction of the 24 witnesses they brought before the grand jury. There may be 3 or 4 of them, of these civilian witnesses, so they say it's not that big a deal, but the defense is going to want to see everything. They point out that Mangione is charged with murdering Brian Thompson, the United Healthcare chief CEO, but also that charge is enhanced with a terrorism element to it. They think that's overcharged, so they want to see any possible evidence of how prosecutors reach that conclusion.
Why are his attorneys accusing police of leaking information?
Because they say that they learned some things about their client from us, from the press, that they believe were leaked from the FBI or from the NYPD. And case in point, some of his writings. There was a notebook, 11-page letter found in the backpack, police say. And the defense says they only found out about those writings from a news report. They found out that somebody from the police in San Francisco had alerted the FBI about Mangione, and they want to know what that was about. Remember, Mangione's mom had filed a missing persons report about him with police in San Francisco, and somebody apparently proactively from San Francisco called the FBI, recognizing Mangione from the photo that his mother provided. So the defense believes that law enforcement leaked that to the press, and they want to see the items firsthand.
Luigi Mangione is asking for a laptop.
Yeah.
What does he need a laptop for?
To review all of the evidence. Right now, inmates at MDC in Brooklyn, the federal lockup where he's being held, are limited to a desktop in a law library. And his attorneys say that's just not enough. There's so much evidence. A lot of it involves photos and video. They want Luigi Mangione to have his own laptop where he can study this stuff to help prepare his defense. Prosecutors say he doesn't need it. They're worried that he could somehow transmit the evidence. Oftentimes, though, defendants are permitted. It's rare, but they are permitted to have a laptop that's not connected to anything. It's just loaded with the evidence for the defendant to peruse.
Mangione's wardrobe is also causing a big fuss inside the courtroom. Why is that?
Well, he showed up in the dead of winter for his last court appearance. It was freezing that day, and he didn't have on any socks. And prosecutors made mention in their latest court filing that he didn't think the socks he was provided looked good. And this became a whole thing. They said he was given special accommodation for his fashion needs when he wanted to change out of his jail uniform and into civilian clothes. That's a common request from defendants. Their attorneys believe they don't want you to look guilty, so they often ask, well, put on regular clothes. He was given a new pair of Argyle socks, according to a new court filing, and secreted, prosecutors say, in those socks were 2 heart-shaped, handwritten notes, one of them directly addressed to Luigi Mangione, saying that there were thousands of people out there wishing him good luck. Mangione ultimately decided not to wear the socks, prosecutors said, because he didn't like their look.
Oh my, this story is far from over. All right, Aaron, thank you very much. We appreciate it, and good to see you as well.
You too, guys.